right, peace, family, peace. We are now live. Uh, Trying to make sure this thing is loud enough. What's good, family? Y'all can hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. All right. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Yeah, we going live tonight. Tonight's one of them nights. Every couple of months I do a channel update, announcements with myself, and just kick it with y'all. I'm gonna do some Q&A for the souls that are brave enough and who want to come on the air. If y'all want to, y'all could come on live, kick it with the people. You know what I'm saying? See what y'all talking about. If you want to. So I'm gonna start talking, but I'm gonna put my email in the chat. And for those who want to be on live, because I'm gonna do a Q&A with the people. I'm talking to the people today. I got some announcements and I'm gonna be talking to the people in the meantime. So I'm gonna put the link. Well, I'm gonna put my email in the chat. And for those who want to be on live with me tonight, and I know ladies, y'all got to get beautified. So this is what I'm saying in the beginning of the show, because I'm gonna talk for about 15-20 minutes, and maybe I might want to come on in after that. So I know how the ladies do. So I'm gonna put the link in now or whatever. But if you would like to be live, just email. Hold up, let me write it. Yeah. Send Patricia, what's up? I see you, Patricia. Email richardmerritt@yahoo.com. Just say, I want to be on the live tonight. And I'm going to send y'all the link during the show. I'll send you the link to your email during the show. Once you get the link, just click on the link. You'll be in the back room. And when I take Q&A, I'll bring you on in here, all right? So once again, family, if you would like to be live with Brother Rich tonight, I'm going to take a couple of live video calls from the people. Email, hit up this email. Say, I want to be on a live tonight. I'm going to send whoever hits up this email a link. And when you get that link, click on the link and just wait in the background. I'll be there. I'll click you on in. I'm not gonna don't invite them all, Rich. No, they said don't invite. Nah, but I'm gonna do a couple. I'm gonna give a couple of people the limelight so y'all can talk to the family today. Yeah, tomorrow, Dr. Phil Valentine webinar. Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Dr. Phil Valentine. All right. All right, family. Let me we're gonna have a good time tonight. I got some important announcements for y'all for those who enjoy the channel and want to know what's coming up next with the channel. We halfway done with the year. We in the month of July. What month is this? This is technically the 7th month of the year, so they say. So yeah, we halfway done with the year. I hope everybody year has been great up to this point. Yeah, but we gonna make it happen. C Diggs said, hopefully no rants. Yeah, if it's C Diggs, you always got some cold-blooded shit to say, C Diggs. C Diggs is a long time listener. Shout out to C Diggs. That sister's a long time listener. Yeah, I won't let anybody go on a long rant. I'm gonna cut y'all off. It's not long rant time on Brother Rich. I'm not shy, so I will cut you off if you come on go on a long rant. Shout out to King Simon. I see King Simon in the building. Shout out to King Simon. All right, let me get to a couple of commercials and I'll be back with y'all. All right, family? Let me get to a couple of commercials and I'll be right back.
Hey there! Had a bad dream? I have dreams too. Some parts are scary and some parts are fun. Always remind yourself, it's only a dream and everything will be okay. I had a dream about being in a forest too. Check it out, my pet Petey was with me. Order your copy of Kayla Petey and the Forest on Amazon today.
Hey, this is King Simon, the International Numero Beta. Remember, get all my books on Amazon or go to Linktree/King Simon, the Numero Beta. And remember, don't forget to book my sessions at 347-496-1022. Book now.
All right, family, and we are back. Real quick, before we start, I have officially started responding to people who want their commercial on at the beginning of my live streams. If you are interested, if you didn't get the the message about as far as the man, I can't even do the thing. Damn. Hold up. Damn, I don't know how to put the number up. Um Damn, because y'all know I got the text number for the family. But oh well, it's all right. But I did start responding to people. You know, email me too if you're interested. If you're interested in promoting your business, hit me up on email. I'll put my email for that also. You know what I'm saying? But I have responded to people. I'm officially starting um promotion for black businesses, just businesses. I don't know, you might not be black. I'm not sure. But it's starting in August. So hit up that email also. Hit up this email also if you're interested in promoting your business. And I'll get right back to you and let you know the rate. But we are officially starting in August. Officially starting in August. All right. So hit me up. All right, family. Besides that, what's going on, family? What's going on with y'all in the chat room? How y'all doing in the chat? We're gonna have a quick show tonight, not too long, but long enough to get the point across. Just want to let y'all know a couple of announcements and just updates with the channel and what we're going to be doing in the future. Yeah, I see y'all. Somebody said please interview Baba Heru. One of the questions I do want to ask y'all, and I'm glad you said that because I got to reach out to the brother. He called me. Shout out to Baba Haru. He called me about a month ago, and he said, "Brother Rich, I want to get on your channel. There's some things I learned about you and about just in general. I want to share with the people." So, Baba Haru, he's a good elder, a great elder, and I will reach out to Baba Haru real soon. I'm glad you reminded me, Danny Daniels. I will reach out to Baba Heru real soon. That's a great Elia Studio Batar. Exactly. Baba Heru with Studio Batar. You know, yeah, definitely. So we and Brother Kaba, I reached out to Brother Kaba. Brother Kaba didn't get back to me. Brother Kaba ain't get back to me. So I don't know. I'm assuming the brother's busy. I don't know. But I reached out to him a couple of times. A couple of people I reached out to, they haven't gotten back to me. Oh, Brother Heru birthday. Yo, King Simon, man. Yo, I reached out to Brother Kaba several times, left a message on the brother's voicemail, but the brother ain't get back to me. About I don't know. Maybe the brother don't want to be on the show. But I see him on everybody else's show. But I reached out to Brother Kaba. So I don't know, King. I don't know what's up with that, man. Yeah, Patricia, that's one of the announcements. Patricia, oh no, Patricia says I want to see you hold a powerful conference before the year's out. Yeah, I definitely am. Y'all know I've been talking about that for a while now this year. And the spot, King Simon put me onto a spot in New Black Wall Street. And but I just don't think that's the right vibe for the energy that I bring. They're a little Christian, they're a little Christian mindset. And I know some of the speakers I want to bring on, and some of the speakers I have in mind. And I want everybody to be, and I know some of the music I want to play during the break time. And it wasn't like a real closed room. It was like kind of open, so people who aren't there could still hear what's going on. And yeah, I don't think that's for me. So I'm still looking for a spot. And as soon as I find a spot, I got the speakers in mind. The only speaker I confirmed definitely so far is Sister Myra. I confirmed Sister Myra. She will be part of the conference. The thing is with the conference, I want to do a weekend conference, and one day is for the goddesses, and one day is for the gods. So Saturday will probably be it'll probably be Saturday and Sunday. Saturday be queens, and Sunday the brothers speak. But I didn't really talk to a lot of people, confirming with a lot of people. The only person I talked to about it was Sister Myra, and Sister Myra confirmed that she's down. I did talk to Isaiah about it. I did talk to him. He's not confirmed, he's not guaranteed, but I did talk to the brother Isaiah, but there's just so many people in so little time. I also talked to the brother Yaki. Yeah, I did talk to the brother Yaki. So it's just and congratulations to Yaki. The brother just got a deal with Netflix or something, and he's going to be coming out with a series. I think it's called. I think he told him. I don't know if I should say the name yet to the family, so I won't say the name. But he got something big in the works, and I think he just officially made the announcement yesterday, I believe. So shout out to that brother. But he does his thing when it comes to the health. So shout out to Yaki with the health and what he does. Brother's big. I seen his warehouse, man. I mean, that brother's. Oh, that brother. I haven't seen nobody do it that big in a while when it comes to health. Like Yaki's doing it big, big. You know what I'm saying? That dude is doing it big, big. So shout out to that brother for bro, he's multi-millionaire status. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that brother and what he's has accomplished so far. Yeah, it's cool. Oh, he said the name Food Forensics. Yeah, he did. I didn't know if he said the name. Yeah, I didn't know if he told the public the name, but yeah, it's called Food Forensics. Yeah, I don't know, but obviously, if you know the name, then he must have said it. But okay, yeah, it's called Food Forensics. I didn't know if he told the people. Okay, yeah, yeah. So shout out to Yaki and what he's doing. But what else y'all talking about? Um, Pharaoh Ghost. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but like I said, when I have these shows, the beautiful thing is that the people always tell me, "Yo, you gotta talk to this person, you gotta talk to that person," and sometimes I find out who to research. Last time I had a show like this, I was like, "Yo, family, who should I get on the show?" And y'all was telling me some names, and y'all told me the name Isis Wisdom. That was one of the names. The last show I did like this, and I was asking for names. Y'all told me about Isis Wisdom, and that's what made me reach out to that sister. So many people wanted to get Isis Wisdom on the show. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about Young Pharaoh? Oh, y'all know I did an interview. I did a couple of interviews with Young Pharaoh, and I haven't been following the brother throughout the years, so I don't know. I know everybody says the brother had a breakdown. I'm not sure what happened with Young Pharaoh, if he's still around or what. But I know the brother reached an amazing level of success. I would hear his name, and one time I went to his live stream, and he had a whole lot of people watching his live stream. So, you know, love and light to Young Pharaoh, but I haven't been following his channel, so I don't know too much. I don't watch. You'd be surprised. I'm on the internet so much business wise that I don't be on the internet personal wise a lot because it's just overload with this blue light. Um, and KT used to tell me about the blue light. It's overload with the blue light, and just having the computer open, and it'll give you a headache if you on it all day. So yeah, I have to wax and wane off the computer. Yeah, somebody said, oh, he's doing good. Okay. All right, that's good. I'm glad because people were saying he had a breakdown or something. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure, but I'm glad the brother's doing good. Mama Ella Say Marie. Yeah, that's a good sister. I know Mama Ella. That's a good sister right there. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely a good sister right there. Let me see who else y'all. I'm curious about who y'all talking about. Who else y'all talking about? Dane Calloway. Yeah, Dane Calloway is good. I reached out to him. The thing about Dane Calloway, I reached out to the brother, and the brother asked me to send him. Well, I see some of y'all. A couple of y'all hit me up. Two of y'all. Okay, three of y'all hit me up. So let me send y'all the link. At the beginning of the show, I said for those who are interested in being on the show, I will provide my email. And if you're interested in being on the show for Q&A, not a Q&A, but just to speak your mind real quick, not a long, long rant, you can hit up the email and just tell me you're interested in being on the show. So I just put the email. I just put the email again. For those who want to be on the show today, hit up that email and I'll send you a link. All right. But yeah, I hit up Dane Calloway early in the year, and he's a cool brother. He responded right away, and I was glad. That's a good sign when you reach out to because I know everybody be so busy. And the brother, one of the things he wanted a list of some of the questions I was going to ask, and I don't really work like that. Like I don't really. A lot of the questions I come up with is off the top of my head. I do write some questions down, but throughout the interview, if I do come up with questions off the top of my head, if you ask for questions, I don't want you to get mad that I asking questions that I didn't provide to you. So it was a little inorganic, and I just never I never got around to responding. Not to say there's nothing wrong with the brother asked for, but I just never got around to responding. I improvise a lot, as Dr. Sirius B said. I'm real big. Even if you work with me in music in the studio, like Cambada, he knows that he'll ask me for a beat, and I'll take forever to send him a beat. But if he get with me in the studio, I'll make the beat in like 10, 15, and 15 minutes. And he'll be like, yo, you make beats so fast. Why you don't? It's just something about that, that on the spot, or that, I'm just that planning something or doing something ahead of time. Sometimes it just don't work for me like that. So yeah, I gotta find a way to hook up with him regardless. You know what I'm saying? Somebody mentioned a brother named Young Elder, and I seen y'all mention him before. I'm not familiar with Young Elder at all, but I hear his name a good amount. Yeah, I hear the brother's name a good amount. So I will do some research. I will definitely do some research on the brother because I hear his name. I'm not familiar, but I do hear his name. So I will do some research definitely. And shout out to that brother. If the people mentioning your name, that's a good thing. That means you reaching the people. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Godfrey the comedian. Yeah, I would love to have Godfrey on. I would definitely love to have Godfrey on. Definitely. Kali Amunra, I think Kalai, I think the brother named Kalai. I reached out to that brother on Instagram and I never got a response. No. Kalai Amun. There's so many different names. Some Kalai I reached out to on Instagram and I never got a response. But the dude that talk about the sun, I did reach out to him and I didn't get a response. Oh, the Hood Healer? I've heard of the Hood Healer before. Who's the Hood Healer? It's a sister. I did hear of the Hood Healer before. Yeah, I reached out. You know, it's funny. I responded under one of Ralph Smart's videos today. I do want to get Ralph Smart on. I responded to one of his videos today. Let me send this link to the people that hit me up. I got a couple of announcements I want to make, but let me send this out to the people who hit me up. Yeah, so family. Yeah, we just, half the year's up. I'm just kicking in with y'all real quick, seeing what y'all talking about. I'm gonna have a couple of people from the audience on live with me today, you know, and see what's on your mind. Give y'all the opportunity to voice your mind. Everybody who has been asking about promotion with their business, I'm opening up promotion in August. So you should have gotten a response. If you haven't, hit me up also on the email. Hit me up also on the email. What's your Voodoo Diva? Think I might have heard of her before or reached out to her. So that name sound familiar. Get Bobby Hemmett on here. Yeah. I mean, that would be great. That would be great if I was able to get Bobby Hemmett. But y'all know Bobby Hemmett. Bobby Hemmett is no longer speaking, so you got to let Bobby Hemmett do what he do. He's on to the next phase of his soul evolution. His soul evolution. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said brother Rod Hayes said some things about Isis Wisdom. Wants to deal on that because I want to know more. I don't know. I don't know what Rod Hayes said. I heard he said some things. I heard people are mad at her prices. I don't know if that. Uh, yeah, I'm about to make an announcement with the music. I'm just talking with y'all, gossiping with y'all about having speakers on here. But yeah, I'm not sure. I've heard some people upset, and that's personal. If you're upset with somebody with I mean, I had a person on the street that was upset with me about selling a DVD for $10 before. Then they turned around and sold it for $5. And then when they sold it for $5, somebody else got mad at them, turned around and sold it for $1 until they eventually destroyed each other. You can't destroy me. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know that the whole mad at price thing, that's subjective. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. So I'm not sure. But Rod Hayes, what I do know is that that's an amazing brother, stand-up brother. And every time I talk to him, it's been none but love. So I respect and admire Rod Hayes, and I wish him the best success. but I have no idea what's going on with him and Isis Wisdom. I talked to him. I talked to Isis, a couple of times, but I talked to Rod Hayes a little more and got a real sense for his vibe. And he's a great brother. So shout out to that brother and what he do. Shout out to Isis Wisdom and what she do. She showed nothing but love ever since I've gotten introduced to her, and it's been nothing but a good experience with both of them individuals. So I don't know what may be the problem with them, but yeah, both of them seem to be good people when I talk to them. So hopefully we can all be the highest versions of ourselves all the time, and we'll have more enlightening experiences with each other. Because at the end of the day, we got bigger fish to fry. You know, we got way bigger fish to fry. How has your move been? Somebody said, "How has your move been?" My move has been amazing. It's been great. It's been timely. I wouldn't have appreciated this move if it would have happened 10 years ago. I had to do a certain amount of years in New York in this incarnation to appreciate everything else and to get what I got to get. I had to milk everything I had to milk out of New York City in terms of things my soul needed. New York is such a great teacher for souls that incarnated into this realm. New York City is an amazing teacher. Like I told everybody, it's a concrete jungle. So you learn, you have a different teaching style, you have a different learning style from traditional shamans. We urban shamans, and we approach things in a different way. We see things in a different way, and it's harder than growing up next to all the greenery and the trees and whatever. It's a challenge. So I accepted that challenge. I welcome that challenge as a soul. And I feel as though I passed with flying colors. I didn't get caught up in the bullshit that you can so easily get caught up in growing up in the concrete jungles of New York. So yeah, it's a different beast. Yeah, New York City is a different beast. So yeah, for those who survive, kudos. And I'm on top. You know what I'm saying? I'm on top of my game in terms of what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm very, very grateful. Somebody EA style says you sending the link or not. See that energy, man? That right there. No, I'm not sending the link to you. Maybe I might send it, but I mean, no, 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 no. I mean, like it's crazy sometimes. Family, so one of the things I want to talk about, I talked about for those who are interested in promo, I'm going to be opening up promotions in August for Black businesses, and you have your opportunity to promote your Black business at a great rate, a rate that's way better than a lot of other rates. So it's very, very, very fair rate that I'm offering for the family. So if you're interested, also email me or hit me up. If you're interested in promoting your business, you're gonna have to have a commercial at the beginning. You'll have a commercial at the beginning of the show. You know what I'm saying? One thing I want to say, a couple of people, even before I get to I got two people in the back right now that is interested in Q&A. But one thing I want to say is that I seen some people are confused about with the channel. And a brother called me earlier. I forget the brother's name. The brother's from Virginia, but shout out to the brother that called me earlier. But a couple of people have been reaching out to me. I don't know if they are new to the information or they just made an observation. But a lot of people are like, yo, I noticed I watch your channel and the speakers say different things. Like some of the speakers contradict each other. So Billy Carson will say, the world is not flat. And Phil Valentine will come on and say, yeah, the world is flat. Or we'll say, space doesn't exist. And even while they were on together, and what I appreciate about them brothers, you could tell they disagreed about, the cosmos and, the universe. But, it was such a respectful show, the show we did on Black Extraterrestrials, that everybody just gave their opinion respectfully. But the advice, what I want to tell the family is that this channel is not a channel. I'm not here to baby you in terms of telling you or what direction you have to go in. There are many ways, paths to the light, and you have to discover on your own what's your personal truth and what resonate with you. And I will have guests on here that contradict each other. And I will have guests on here that say one guest says this, one guest says that we are native to America. And another guest may come, Professor James Smalls may come on and say, we all come from Africa. We are Africans. We are all Africans. Um, when you have a quantum mind, you understand that two people can be saying completely different things, and both of them may be right. We talked about that in depth for the past couple of years. We also understand that depending on where you're at in your journey of consciousness, you may need to hear earth is round, or you may need to hear the earth is flat, just to motivate you to get to a certain level, so your spirit will guide you toward information that may not be what we call true, but it may be what you need to hear at that time. So because it's what you need to hear at that time, it's true for you at that time, it's necessary for you at that time, it's necessary for your soul, the evolution of your soul at that time. So depending on where you're at, you may need to hear some things. I'm gonna tell you, family, regardless of how much you study, this is why they say curiosity kills the cat. Regardless of how much you study, you always gonna reach a new level. You're gonna think you're gonna spend 40 years studying hardcore information, and that 41st year, you're gonna get hit with the decision to continue to elevate or to stay where you're at. And your ego's so offended, because your ego gets so offended. This is what happens. Your ego gets so offended because your ego says, yo, I've worked so hard to get to this level. How the fuck can there be another level? Like this, that's a frustrating feeling to know that you work so hard to understand one certain thing about this universe, man, know thyself, only to discover that it's another level of the illusion, and you got to go to another level. So you got the Jesus illusion, you pass that level, then you think you're safe. Then you got the Osiris illusion. You're like, oh shit, damn Osiris, all that shit. Oh no, my God. Then you pass that, and you figure out your primordial, and then you figure out there's another level to go out, and it's just an infinite. So you have to be satisfied with not knowing. And it seems like such a contradiction, because this the trick to life is you have to know thyself, and nobody's going to say it quite like this. So if you hear somebody say they stole it from Brother Rich, you have to know thyself, but be satisfied with not knowing. That's the key to life. Let me say this again, because conscious people going to drive themselves crazy. And if they don't drive themselves crazy, they're going to figure out a sinister way to convince people where they're at consciously is the only way, because their ego is so upset that it has to keep growing. It worked hard, it did things it didn't want to do, and now you're telling it to go to the next level, and the ego's like, nah, nigga, no, that's enough. We staying right here. We're gonna convince everybody else to go to this level we'll be at right here, and we're gonna make this level comfortable. So you have life is about knowing thyself, but being satisfied with not knowing. Come on, yo. What the fuck? That's a bar. That's a bar. Life is about knowing thyself, but being satisfied with not knowing. Not knowing is driving some of the speakers so crazy. When you ask them a question, they just make up some shit. I've seen it happen live on the show. They don't know some shit, they just make it up. I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck, nigga? What the fuck is that? So you have to know thyself, but be satisfied with not knowing. And when you reach that level of contradiction, you know you know you've made it. You know you've made it. Yeah. Be satisfied with what you know at the level you are. Definitely. Definitely. I got a few people in the back. I'm about to get to some questions. I got a couple of announcements, but I'm gonna get to some questions before I'm gonna get to one question before I get to something else. Let me see who else is anybody else hit me up with emails. Let me respond to this person. Give me a second, family. Give me a second. Somebody hit me up named Superwoman. Their email says Superwoman. Well, goddamn. All right, Superwoman. All right, goddamn. All right, so let me see who's in the back real quick. Let me see who can I get to. Let's do ladies first, fellas. Let's do ladies first. Let's get to a queen real quick.
Ooh,
Denise, can you hear me?
yes.
This don't Denise, your voice is masculine, Denise. This hey, I can't see you. What's up? Who's it?
Denise
You got a camera,
Field.
people?
Can't hardly you breaking up. Breaking up, breaking up. Break up 10-4. Can I get some reply?
We gonna come back to Denise. We gonna come back to Denise. Um, let's get to Dragon Son. Dragon Son,
Yo,
you hear me?
yo. What's up? What's up, brother Rich?
Peace, Dragon Son. What's happening? What's happening?
Yo, salute. Thank you for opening the channel up,
Yeah.
and thank you for for the connect. And just want to say gratitude to the culture, the ancestors, and also the community. Been I've been at it really since 2020 in the trenches. I'm sure everybody can relate to that. Putting things in order and getting ready for the wave spell, as they say in the Mayan calendar. And today, just want to make sure people understand. The Mayan calendar is actually a key to navigating the new terrain that's opening up for us as it relates to the Sirius rising and everything.
Mm.
So I'm actually what you call you was talking about shamanism in the urban context. I'd be like the suburban shaman
Mm.
because my parents took me out of the inner city and put me in the white people's white flight town, so I could study that and figure out from that perspective how many different angles there are, like you're saying, to truth or just to belief systems. You know what I mean? Because
Mm.
truth is multifaceted, bro. It's like I really love what you said at the breakdown. Um, contradiction is actually a key to reconciling a lot of that stuff and being being okay with contradiction as things continue to balance themselves at different levels. So I really love what you said about you said a lot of different names, but ultimately it's the work, right? It's about this great work that we embarking upon and composing that.
What's one of the main things you feel you want to share with the people watching the channel? There's so many viewers. What's so important to you? What stands out to you that you would want to share with the rest of the world?
I just want to share my platform, share my message, share my work basically. And I work with a lot of different things. I work with Reiki, sound healing, sound therapy. Share my voice, share my lyrics. I'm an MC. Uh, that means myth conductor. So I'm the myth conductor,
Mm.
and that means any mythology you can pretty much think about. I can place myself there, and then that's how you can kind of time travel. You look at the symbol of Ra. It's always about the center of the circle. The circle itself is a wonderful journey. Like the hero's journey is wonderful, but it's always about that return, the ability to turn around from that. And I really appreciate you too for being a father and being a you know what I mean, showing you can provide, doing your thing, and being like real solid and consistent with your thing over like a span of time, and how you real open about you and your lady, you and your wife about how she and you connect and how y'all building y'all thing together. I really catch a lot of the things you say about behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Kind of getting choked up too talking about. I was like, dang, I could feel y'all's love through the frequency of the message, how
Yeah.
you show up for community. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
haven't even seen her face, but I just, I could feel her presence even when you're on right here right now. Feel her presence right now. So
Indeed.
respect and love to you and your family, and
Indeed.
respect to you and the community. You know what
You
I
got a
mean?
website or something you want to share with the people before you get out of here? Or
I'm
anything?
building my, I'm building up my website, but if people want to
Or-
contact me,
yeah,
uh,
Instagram, anything you want to share with the people so they could get in touch with you.
Yeah, you can find me. My name is Amaru. I'm on Temple of the Akoma, and also Temple of Cinematography on Instagram. And cinematography is like camera work. So temple, it's a Temple of Cinematography at Gmail also. So anybody want to get at me about different things, talk about things, whatever. Also do client work, video editing, producing for producing music for videos and things, producing different logos and symbols. So whatever you're looking for, definitely can
Excellent.
talk about it and do something.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad you called, brother. You seem like you tapped in, brother. So continue being tapped in and continue doing what you
Salute.
do. All right, my brother.
Yo,
All right, peace.
and indeed.
Shout out to that brother. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that brother right there. The brother do his thing. He's doing his thing. Yeah, we taking a couple of Q&A from the people. If you're interested in being on the show tonight, and I'm only doing how long I've been here? 30 minutes. So I'll probably be on here about 45 more minutes. I'm gonna give the people. I just want to talk to y'all, see what y'all about. And so hit up the email, be like, just say, yo, I want to be on live tonight, and I'll send you a link to be on the show. All right. I'll send you a link to be on the show. That's what I'm doing right now. A couple of announcements I want to make. Another quick announcement I want to make before I get to the next caller is that one of the things that I haven't done I haven't done a lot of workshops this year, because I just been figuring out what resonates with me, what I think is necessary at this time. And a couple of, and I'm doing the big event before the end of the year, the big conference before the end of the year. But one thing I definitely want to do, and Mama Pill doesn't even know about it, but I want to do something with Mama Pill where we teach the people how to grow their own food. I seen her in the backyard with Blue Pill, and I seen her planting the thing, planting her plants and this and that. And you see what's going on with our food supply and all the threats of food shortages and everything. I just feel as though if you have any means of growing something on your own, it's just a skill that we lost because of the modernization of man, if that's what you call it. But with the supermarket, with the invention of the supermarket, we really lost control of who we are. With the invention of the supermarket, destroyed a lot of families, a lot of families, a lot. I mean, so many families. We talk about the welfare system destroying black families. The supermarket destroyed a lot of black families because we started eating garbage. We started eating things that was expired. They started, and it created an industry of greedy businessmen, women, scientists who said, hey, we need to have long shelf lives. So we need items that stays on the shelf for 6 months at a time. So they started creating all types of crazy shit because they're like, yo, we need to have this on the shelf for an extended period of time. So it just made them like some of the hamburger, like say if you eat a hamburger, cheeseburger, or just a bun, like all the shit they spray on there. Like when I eat that, like they say what you eat comes out on your skin. So when I eat that, my skin, yo, if I eat too much the bread that I was just talking to Red and Blue Pill. If I eat too much bread, my skin has crazy. I get eczema like crazy, like crazy. And it's all I've been noticed. It's mainly when I eat the bread because they spraying all that shit on it to preserve it. So the supermarket is a killer. So we really, really, really need to learn how to grow our own food, not just cook our own food, but grow our own food. Because I do want to have, I am going to have a cooking show. The cooking show is still coming to the Patreon. It's just that I just moved, and the move has been a little bigger than what I thought it would be. But so the cooking show is coming to Patreon, but I need a workshop that teaches our people how to grow food, how to plant and how to grow food. So I'm gonna be talking to I'm gonna be talking to Mama Pill about that. I'm gonna be talking about that, and we're gonna make it happen. This is very important. What y'all think about that? A workshop like that, we'll obviously be in the garden, and I don't know exactly how we'll make it happen, but we'll make it happen. But what y'all think about that? Is that something y'all will be interested in? Teaching you how to grow your own plant and grow your own food? Is that something y'all be interested in? I love it. I have books I could share. What is it? Waka Flocka get Kev Gates growing farm. Yeah, that's the new wave. You see it, so you see what's happening. It's the new wave. You see what's happening. Everybody, even Rick Ross buying cows and shit. I'd rather have my own cow and eat the meat and have a cheeseburger for my own cow than the shit that we getting. So no, so yeah, I ain't coming at meat eaters. I'm not a complete vegan. Shit, but I'd rather have my own cow or whatever it is, or my own chickens. My own chickens. If I'm gonna eat chicken, I'd rather have my own chickens. And the shit, why you then they are literally the way they're killing us is it's like it's so I can't believe it's even allowed in what they call the greatest country on earth. The way, like, even when Dr. B was talking about the feeding hens, if that's what you call them, when he went in there, and the filth that you see about when you go into these things when where they're breeding the cows and the chickens, it's disgusting. So yeah, man, I'm just we got to grow our own food if you are able to. If you're in the area too, definitely got to grow your own food, and that's one of the workshops I'm thinking about in the immediate future. Like, I'm talking about within the next month. But let me see what y'all talking about. Yeah, the burger substitutes are straight killers. Somebody said even the burger substitutes are killers. Oh, they straight killers. Oh, you don't want to eat that. The Beyond Meat. Oh, you don't want to eat that. Oh, that tore my stomach up. I ate that one time when me and Cambada filmed the beautiful video. Oh, it tore my stomach up. Oh man, tore my stomach up, man. Tore it up. Yeah, Bill Gates. Yeah, Bill Gates owns the most amount of farmland. He knows what he's doing. He also wants to be taken off the billionaire list, and he's trying to find ways to hide his money because he sees all the criticism he's getting. So he don't want his companies to have a bad reputation. So he wants to try to hide his money now. My girl sent me an article. He's trying to hide his money so people don't know how he moves and where he moves, because too many people knows his moves right now. So Bill Gates he moving real slick. Bill Gates is real slick, but yeah, it's all about farmland right now. That's the next flex. If you want to flex, you know how people used to flex with Rolls Royces. Your next flex is going to be how much farmland you got. That's going to be your next flex. So if you got some land and you can farm something, that's going to be your next flex. And it ain't going to be about a Rolls Royce. I mean, Rolls Royce obviously is a beautiful car. I'm not trying to hate on anybody with a Rolls Royce. Shout out to everybody with Rolls Royce. Shout out to Billy Carson with the Rolls Royce. That's my brother right there. And he got his line of Rolls Royces. But my point is that farmland is going to be very important, you know? So with that being said, let's get to the I was trying to see what y'all thought about that workshop. Y'all ain't really respond that much to the workshop, growing your own food. Maybe that's something y'all not too worried about. Maybe I gotta say it on another show, because it all depends on the show you make the announcement to. But I'll say it on another show because y'all don't seem like y'all zip right by that. Like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. So I'll say that on another show and see what type of response I get. Let's get to the next video caller. Who's this? Hold up. Kazia, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Kazaya.
Kazaya, what's going on, Kazaya? How you doing?
Ain't much I can't call it. So I'm happy to be on your platform. I've been watching you for quite some time. I really appreciate what you do for the collective. And I wanted to chime in on agriculture. And we definitely do need to be on the importance of learning how to farm and urban gardening. Um, they're infecting our soil. Supermarkets. You're definitely on point as far as how they've broken up families. I know growing up in Asheville, North Carolina, my grandmother grew her own vegetables. We had lard, which they said was bad. We had buttermilk. We had apple
Mm,
cider vinegar. My grandmother was doing enemas. You know
mm, mm.
and then we went to colonics. Um, and I think that it's also important that we go back to uh, organ meats.
What
I
you mean by what that mean? What you mean by organ meats?
organ meats. Back in the day, my grandmother used to give me liver. And it's not a delicacy or anything like that, but I started doing research on organ meats, and it's like we're living in the upside down, because
Mm,
now we're eating ribeyes, we're eating the best of the best, but liver is actually a superfood. And because our soil is so polluted and toxic, even when we're supplementing, we're not getting the proper nutrients that we should be getting. And so I thought that it was really key that you mentioned us growing our vegetables and things like that. And I've been vegan, I've been pescatarian, I've been in this conscious community since 1996. And I've like, another thing that you said is like, first you go into this whole consciousness with wanting to acquire knowledge, then you get to the point of knowledge, and then you're like, damn, I don't know anything at all, none of this, because
mm,
you have
mm.
to also go to a point of not knowing thyself, but not knowing. And so I think that things became gimmicky. We wanted to be vegan, we wanted to be electric people, we wanted to be
Mm.
this. But when I go back to my grandmother in the mountains, indigenous people, they were eating off the land, they were eating liver, they were eating, vegetables. It was a combination of things that kept them living. And my grandmother smoked a pack of Pall Malls a day. And you wouldn't know it. You see what I'm saying? Like, she
Yeah.
lived like 99, and she had beautiful skin, and but she was eating off the land. So I'm glad that you mentioned that again. I think we definitely need to start thinking out of the box and trying to eat to live and not live to eat. And getting the necessary nutrients that we should be getting. And I think there's a key to your blood types, because everybody shouldn't be vegan based upon your blood type. Your blood type is your lineage. So maybe for one person, that's the way to go. I'm O negative. That's not the way for me to go. So we need to start
What you
being.
mean? Vegan ain't the way for you to go?
No, I'm just saying that I went there. I think
Okay.
we need to start breaking down people's blood types to see,
Mm.
because there's blood type diets. Every
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
blood type
Th-
needs.
That's the name of a show. Thank you, sister. Let me write that down. Blood type diet. Sister, you a bad sister. Go ahead. Keep talking. Keep talking. You a bad sister.
So vegan isn't the way everyone should go, though
Yeah,
it's.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I get what you're saying.
But if you're AB or RH, we need to start being educated a little bit more on what our blood types are. And most people, beside most melanated people, don't know their blood type. But I tell you who does: your Russians know, your Asians know. And that's why in your royal families and things like that, they had a lot of incest, because they were trying to keep things within the blood
Mm.
type. So I think we need to go about things differently and start trying to understand and overstand how our blood types affect our diets and how we should be eating. So I thought that was great that you brought that up. And I also wanted to mention, this is just a suggestion, but
Mm.
with all this consciousness and everything, I really wish that someone would come up with an app for conscious people. And I hate that word, because it's like it's become like it's trending to be conscious. But for an app for people that are in our type of energy to meet online, because the Black man and the Black woman, the melanated woman and the melanated man, I feel like there's still such a disconnect. And I feel like if we could get back together and start falling in love with each other again through social networks, on an app where we're like-minded, we could start falling in love together again. And I think that once that happens again, there's no stopping us. And I would really love to see something like that. And also, I would love for you to do some type of broadcast on autism. I feel like there's some type of spiritual link with children of autism, and we're not talking about it enough, though I'm noticing it becoming more prevalent within the melanated community. And I would love more information on what, could be. It could be Mr. Billy Carson. It could be Dr. Valentine. It could be you. But I would love to hear what people's thoughts are on the influx of melanated, especially Black boys, with this autism. And I don't think it's just the vaccinations. I think there's something else going on, especially their intelligence level. It's so many layers to autism children, and I would really love for you to speak on that.
Yo, listen, I definitely, I'm gonna take everything you say into consideration. You got that type of energy where I'm like, whatever you say, whatever you say, you got a demanding energy. I appreciate you. What's your how you say your name? Kazaya?
Kazaya.
Kazaya, listen, I definitely, you have been, it's a pleasure having you on this show. And I thank you for coming on and just dropping what you have dropped. Everything's well noted in my mind. I'm taking note of everything you said, and just enjoy yourself, sis. But I appreciate you coming on the show.
Can I plug my
Yeah, please. Yeah, that's the last thing. Yeah, plug anything you got to plug. Yeah.
I just wanted to plug Epicurean Alchemy. I am the co-owner of Epicurean Alchemy. I can be reached at
show that again. Show that again. What's that? Show that again. Let's see that.
This is the first Black-owned, well, besides Bob Marley, but
it's upside down. It's upside down.
Sorry, there you go.
Okay, Epicurean, yeah.
Epicurean Alchemy. I've developed my own leaves, my own rolling papers, and it says bestowing utopian experiences one breath at a time. For your medicinal uses, if you roll your funny cigarettes like my grandmother did, if you are into medicinal marijuana, this is all natural leaves, all hemp, king size, made by me. I'm new.
What's the rolling paper made of? What is it made of?
It's all hemp. It's 100%
hemp. Okay, hemp. Okay.
And like I said, you can find me on Epicurean Alchemy Papers. You can email me at epicureanalchemy@gmail.com. I'm on Instagram.
Spell it out for the people. Spell it out for the people.
Epicurean, here. There you go.
Hold on. Give me a second. EPICUREAN. Epicurean Alchemy. ALCHEMY. Okay, we got it, sis.
Yeah, I want people to start getting in touch with, not just buying up some roll up, not just getting game, get something natural and make it a ritual. When you're smoking, you're singing to the ethers, you're putting something up and you're hoping something comes down. And I want people to feel connected to what they're smoking, what they're putting into their bodies. And I really would appreciate the support. And I appreciate you, Brother Rich, for having me. God bless everyone.
I got you. It was a pleasure talking to you, sis. Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Peace. All right. That was a great conversation with that queen right there. And that's what this is all about. That's definitely what this is all about. Having great experiences with the listeners, the video listeners that's calling in. Let's get to the next one. This is Mr. Zeno. Mr. Zeno, you there? You there, brother?
I'm right here, buddy. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing
Can you hear
good,
me?
brother.
All right.
Yeah, I hear you. Not too good, but are you
Let me
gonna be
take off
able?
this Bluetooth.
Yeah.
You know what? I got my camera backwards for whatever reason.
Well, we see that. We see that.
Good
We
thing I have my clothes on. Good thing everything's just right. But it should be
hey,
fixed right about now.
all right, brother.
Hello,
Now
everybody.
so you're a regular on this channel. I see your name a lot in the chat room.
You sure do.
Okay, so it's good to finally see you, my brother. It's good to see you.
Likewise, it's good to touch your energy without interference like that, right?
Indeed. What do you want to share with the family tonight, real quick, my brother?
I really just want to share myself because I do notice myself, and I notice people noticing me. So I just decided to share myself.
Anything on your mind, my brother? What's on your mind?
So, oh well, I would like to share a story about myself if you don't mind.
Go ahead, real quick. Go ahead, brother.
All right. So my story is I'm looking at the TV right now. I'll get the phone right here. But my story is I am a time traveler, right? And so when I
Mm,
was like 5 years old, uh, I started experiencing different things, different dreams, hearing the sand pour down my neck, and it took me until about I was like 22 to 30 years, 33 years old before I could learn what all those things meant. But my experience was I was chilling in the living room. But I was like 5 years old on the sixth story of a building, and all of a sudden this angel comes around the corner. I know I'm high up in the sky, but I know this is happening. And then all of a sudden, I'm in the apartment, and I'm outside the window, and this angel, she or he, I can't really tell, but this being had that face that shone like lightning. So when you hear that description in the Bible, the being with a face that shone like lightning, that is real. That
mm,
is real. That is
mm.
very real.
Wow.
And so my spirit left my body, and my body was still inside the house, watching Transformers, right?
Mm.
And I
Watching
go inside
Transformers.
this port. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely watching Transformers. And my spirit went into this black portal, and this black portal was surrounded by lightning, the same lightning that was on the angel's face. And so I go into this black portal, and I'm just in a black. And then when I come out of the blackness, I'm in front of an oil pastel portrait of Jesus Christ, right? And he's on the first pew on the left, and he's on first pew and left. My spirit is floating in front of him, and then I'm floating back and looking at all the people because this church is very familiar to me. It's the church that I grew up in as a child, right? And so I'll go down this aisle and I'm seeing everybody, and then I can get this strong feeling that I'm here for a purpose to meet somebody. And I'm just waiting in it and hearing this voice behind me saying, "It's time." And then all of a sudden, I myself, and be as an infant, so I was 5 years old, I'm watching my infant self come into the church, and we meet eye to eye, we make eye contact, and we make eye contact, we just know I'm me, that we are us, that I am him, that I am, right? And we pass by each other for such a brief moment, and I can see my reflection of my spirit in my fleshly eyeball. And
Wow.
then, right, and I'm looking at myself. That's like it's a mirror, using myself as a mirror to know myself, right?
So,
And then I go
brother,
back.
we listen. I'm gonna have to get to the next caller, my brother,
Yes, sir.
because
It was
I'm
great to
not.
speak to you.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be on too long tonight. But I know you're.
Sure.
I know you're a regular listener. I see your name in the chat room a lot. So I definitely is. There any contact info you want to leave the people with before you get out of here?
No, when it's time, I'll announce it.
All right. You take care of yourself. I appreciate it, brother. You take care of yourself.
Peace, brother.
Peace. All right. Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Zeno. You know. We definitely have, we have a wide spectrum of melanated folks. So, you know, somebody said, Rich, I emailed you a project on the agriculture that's in the works. I need to share it with you. All right, I check out my email. I check. Yo, y'all funny, man. Why y'all was getting on the brother, man? Why y'all- Come on, y'all. You know what? Let me see what's up with Denise. Denise was the first caller, but I thought it was a prank call. Denise, you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, Denise, your video's blurry. I can't see you. I'm thinking you prank calling me. That's why I
No.
said what I said.
Can you hear
Uh,
me?
I barely hear you, Denise. That's what I'm saying. Can you fix your audio? Could you talk?
No.
Could you get
This,
closer to the mic?
this is the best I got.
All right,
I don't
Denise.
even know what I'm doing with the audio.
All right. Why is the video so blurry,
I
Denise?
don't know. Let me see.
Wipe the camera. No, wipe the camera. Yeah. Your son was playing with the camera. Your son was playing with wipe the camera with a tissue, Denise. Your son was playing with it when you wasn't looking. He was watching Paw Patrol.
Your son, probably. I don't have a son.
Denise,
Okay,
your
wait a
son is
minute.
in love with Paw Patrol, and
Look,
he was.
let's talk. Let's talk.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Denise. Denise, talk to me then, Denise. I'm sorry. Talk to
Okay,
me.
so did you get my mail right there where I was talking about the brand wear?
No. Get your what? What your mail? You said?
You know, my husband, he got like this new thing he doing with brand wear. It's gonna be like a T-shirt. We trying to get the logo for like the dog, the pit bull. Can you promote it for me?
Can I what?
Oh, come on! Don't make me repeat this. I know I'm on live. I'm shy. Come on
Yeah,
now.
you.
You heard me.
Denise,
You heard me.
Denise, what's up with you, Denise? I hear you. Denise, your camera's blurry, your audio's mess janky.
Okay.
Denise, man, come on, Denise. What? All right, tell me you and your husband business right now, Denise.
Okay.
What y'all
Okay.
got going on? The people
Okay.
gonna look at it. What y'all got going on, Denise? Talk
Okay.
to me.
So we
Yeah.
want to do this thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Like with a pit bull, right? That's
Uh-huh.
gonna be like the logo.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be in honor of his son.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that part, but we trying to get like the dog logo. Like we had a dog named Lady. She had like an ice blue eye and another eye. We were trying to get the we'll talk about that in private. But will you promote it when we get the logo together?
Right.
Will you?
Do you have a website, Denise, right now? Do you have a website or anything?
No, but I have Facebook.
Tell the people your Facebook, Denise. Tell the people your
Denise
Facebook.
Phipps. I mean, come on. It's
Huh?
obvious. Denise Phipps. Denise Cochran Phipps. Greenwood, Mississippi. Can't miss it.
Denise Cochran Phipps
Yes.
and Mississippi.
From Mississippi, but I'm in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay. Denise, I appreciate you calling, all right, Denise?
Thank you so much.
All right, you take care of yourself.
You too.
All right, bye, Denise.
You so
All right, Denise. Woo! This is something new I'm doing today with the phone call. Denise crazy, right? Denise ain't have a video right, her audio right. But shout out to Denise. Denise got something going on with her and her husband, and much success to them. And Denise, you can always email me, richardmerritt@yahoo.com, when y'all finally get that going. And I see what I can do for y'all. So shout out to Denise doing what she do. Let's get to the next one. El Suit. El Soot Typhon. El Soot Typhon. Brother,
Yeah.
what's up? What's happening, El Soot?
How you feeling, good brother Rich? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great, brother. I'm feeling great.
I'm
No
all right, you know,
complaint.
one day at a time for myself, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a student of your channel, and actually I heard about you in the streets out here in Newark, New Jersey. You know, as I was climbing the tree, you know, a few brothers that they knew about blue and red. They knew about blue pill and red pill. We kind of like knew about them, but he used to always ask me. I ain't gonna hold you up too long, but he used to always ask me about, you never heard of Brother Rich, BlackMagik? So you know what I mean, I start, you know, following anything like that. But what I want to say is that, you know, it's a great thing what you're doing and everything. But when y'all feed the people, but what I learned on the journey is that, you know, this information, like you said earlier, go in degrees. You feel me? Like it's like you're not, when you think you reach one level, you're gonna be at another level. You know, just like you said earlier, that's how it go. And I have studied, you know, some of the, you know, I try to go out and I can't afford all the books and stuff, you know. I got a lot of information off of the PDF and stuff like that. But one question I wanted to ask you is, like, how come, like, you know, you got like renowned scholars and stuff on your channel, but I never really hear him talk about like the Typhonians and the Draconians and the Ophidians. You know, some it's a book by the dude, what's his name? Kenneth Grant. It's called Coast to the Shadow, and he go into depth, you know. And we got to get out of this sectarianism too, like the master teacher Bobby Hemmett told us. We got to get out of that sectarianism. You feel me? Like we all of that. We was everywhere at once. You know, we all of that. We all of that. We all of that. You know, like he said, the land was one landmass at one time, and there's much information for everybody to go follow on your own. Like the master teacher Double Blair told us too. Also, there's no truth till you find your own truth. You know, like, and I think you were saying something to that effect earlier too. You know, but yeah, that's, you know, that's what, you know, really got to say. You know, I'm coming from Newark, New Jersey. I'm still studying, but I'm out here with the young people, the youngsters. That's my calling, man. You know, the youngsters, we got to give it to them in degrees. You know, you're never going to be able to really stop, but it is a shift in consciousness. I see it. I'm outside on the blacktop. You know, I see it. I see it on the ground at the seed level, as they say, on the grassroots level. You know,
Indeed,
I see it. You know, so there is a change that's upon us. What was at the bottom is now going to be at the top. But it's like some of your people say that you bring up on the on your show is what the people, do you want it? Are you ready for it? Because it's happening. And like the brother you had on there said the other day, woke me up to something too. Dr. Be Serious. He said, what did he say? He said, opportunity come knocking on our doors every day, but we, you know what I'm saying? Like we tend to ignore it or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we tend to ignore it. So we can't do that no more. It's our time now. It's our time now. We and you know, and all my works too also led me back to Sirius. And another thing too, another good book your people should read, because there's a lot of misinformation on Akhenaten out there. They should read a book by an occultist named Saverti Devi. It's called The Son of the Sun. The Rosicrucians know what he said when he died. It's in the book. So some profound information, and it's some misinformation too. Not saying that I got all the information, but this information is profound. And I haven't heard many people come up on your spot. So they probably know about it behind the scenes and all of that, you know. And also too, you know, I'm for real, you know, this thing is for real. I was dealing with the Christianity thing, you know, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is a true story. 2 guys from the Kabbalah Center pops up at my church on a Sunday morning in Newark, New Jersey, to hand deliver me the Zohar. True story. And I really didn't know, you know, like what it was, you know. But now that I know
brother,
what it was,
let me ask you, brother. Let me ask you. Ever been in a car accident before?
No.
No.
Why you ask me that?
How can I explain it? The type of energy you have this powerful ODB energy. So
we rock with old dirt. We rock with old dirt McGirt.
So I'm trying to figure out.
You feel me? We rock with
sometimes people who have car accidents or just they know how to manifest things, good or bad, but you know they don't know how to control their energy. It's like you are X-Men, but you haven't. You remind me of, you're like an X-Men. You're like a mutant who got mad energy, and I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how much can you control your energy. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh,
so
I could definitely control it. You know, I'm a little excited about being on your show. I really didn't think you was
No. I'm saying you're that powerful to me. That's why I'm asking you that.
I
wouldn't ask that. Even the question you asked, I don't know. Even the question you asked, I'm like, this brother definitely you tapped in. So I'm like,
yeah.
Let me see. Let me just ask about. But you tapped in, brother.
Nah, I'm definitely right.
You into the pre-dynastic. You into that dark side type of shit. So you working with some power. Yeah, when you talk,
darkness is a reflection of the light.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah, exactly.
Darkness
Indeed,
is a reflection of the light. Now, one thing I also want to say, a misconception about Sirius, all the information that I have gotten about Sirius, they say that in the book, Celestial Ship of the North, the elder and the oracle, as you call it, Sister Myra Moss, she always reiterate that book too.
Yeah.
Celestial Ship of the North. That's something that the people should have. But Sirius is the first of all. That's what it says. Sirius is the first of all stars. And Kenneth Grant said that Saturn was the planetary representation of Sirius. So you know, with that being said, man, you know, I know you got people waiting and everything. I'm glad that you gave me the time to get up on your platform. I want to say peace to Blue and Red and you know, brother Rich, man, because y'all got it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all really got it out the mud. Like y'all was on the streets, 125. We know about y'all over here.
Yeah.
We know about y'all in the streets, man. Y'all got it out the mud.
Hey, brother, you represent that concrete jungle
sure.
spirituality like me, brother.
For sure.
Listen, I appreciate you. Tell the people something else, nigga. Come on. Teach us something else, nigga, before you get out of here. Teach us, nigga. Come on, nigga.
Yo, you crazy, man.
Go ahead. Nigga. I like your style. Go ahead, brother.
I just like I wanted to really, you know, clear that up about Akhenaten. And another thing too, what we don't understand is people be like, they down, they Amen, they the Osirians, but the Osirians and the Amens, they was there all that time back in the Typhonian time. They was there that whole time. It's profound information in that book called Cost of the Shadow by Kenneth Grant. It's called Cost of the Shadow, man. So it's a must-have. And you know the master teacher always told us about Gerald Massey. You got to get up on Gerald Massey. You got to get up on his works. It's a lot heavy reading, but it's there. And it's crazy. Like, y'all talk about how, like, the spirit brings stuff to you. I didn't know nothing about none of this information. I started going through a personal transformation. You heard, like, quotes by what's his name, Carl Jung, where he said, there's no coming into consciousness without some form of pain and suffering. I mean, true consciousness.
Yeah.
Some type of, and that heart chakra got to be open, or the information just won't resonate with you. Straight like that.
Bro, you got like I said, man, I love your style, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. You got any Instagram or anything you want the people to follow? None?
I'm not really computer savvy like that. You know, just my email, taekwonscott@yahoo.com. I mean, I got plenty of information. Another book they should get is Rudolf Steiner. You know about that, Atlantis and Lemuria.
Nigga, you dropping libraries? Come on, brother. Nah, get
that.
Talk to him, brother.
Lectures, because he go back into before the Typhonians, and he go back into Atlantis and Lemuria when we was, as I was listening to the other day when they said when we was invisible and we turned.
There you go. That's a god. You a god, nigga.
So go ahead, brother. The people should get that. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta do your own research. You know what I mean? And then you come to your own conclusion.
Yeah.
And let the spirit lead you. You know? Let the spirit lead you.
I appreciate you, my brother.
I appreciate you too, man. Word is born, big bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all what y'all doing. Like I said, y'all getting it out the mud. And I love that. And the big bro, A.A. Rashid and all that. Word is born, man. We love y'all out here. Keep doing what y'all doing. Especially you. Keep pushing it. Word is born. Keep your foot on the gas and don't let up.
Yes, sir. Peace, brother.
Peace.
Oh man, that was a wonderful brother right there. He had that wonderful energy, man. You got the polite vibe. You the good polite vibe, the good aspect, not the controversial aspect. Yeah. Shout out to that brother right there, man. That was dope. Yeah, he gave some books. He gave a lot of books in like 5 minutes. Dude gave a lot of books in like 5 minutes. That Rudolf Steiner and all that. Dude gave a lot of books in like 5 minutes, y'all. So yeah, El Suit Typhon, you know. So yeah, hit me up on the email, Suit, man. Keep doing what you're doing, my brother. I definitely appreciate it. You know, definitely appreciate it. Let's get to the next person. We got some. Who's this here? Talib Shabazz Bey. Brother, you hear me?
Indeed. What's good, family?
Oh, I'm chilling, brother. I'm doing great, man. How you do? What's on your mind? What you want to talk to the people about real quick?
I wanted to say, I guess this is a long time coming. I've been a fan of everything. Even in this show, I learned a lot. You have a lot of patience. You're kind. These are areas that I need to work on to be more overstanding and not have such a absolutionist stance. A lot what you just shared on there right now about being more balanced, listening to two different sides and still being able to gather information. That energy resonated very hard. But what I really wanted to mainly share is, you know, what you said, what we were discussing stuff about the individual and what can you bring to offer. So it was, I was when I was first starting with this whole law thing, it was very much the physical and what was in writing and documented in law. But then when I started tapping in with the mathematics and in the metaphysical, I began to put the two together, and things personally happened in my life. Like I died twice. I was working as a government contractor at this little 5-sided building. I fell off a ladder and broke my foot 17 places, led to a pulmonary, a bubble, pulmonary embolism landed in my left lung. And basically I died. So that was a real one. That's documented. That happened in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And that was a very different, it was different after that experience, but I just really did ignore a lot of things that would happen after it, because my programmed mind told me that shit is fake, that can't be happening, and this is just a byproduct. And so it happens again. I actually had a situation again here where I had my children stolen from me, real life stuff, and I was actually working at the VA. I took some medicine on that reason, and it happened again. And when it happened again, things happened again, and then I started to make all of the things like manifest in my life, as far as meeting, like, for example, what's going on right now with the current pandemic. Senator Rand Paul always talks about, this, that, and the third, and I just manifested in my mind, what if I get a chance to meet to him? And I don't know how it happened. One thing led to another, and then one day here in Arizona, I found myself on a roof, actually physically talking with him. We had a great conversation, and then, a number of other things happened that I manifested in my mind. And the hows and the whys, I'm still trying to place together, like, the invite to as a matter of fact, I should have saw the president today, but he had the unfortunate death and everything like that. So he'll still be back here next week in Arizona. So when he comes back next week, but now I've been elevated in a higher area now. So I'll be actually pressed. So he moves very different. And I've been around a lot of these people for a long time. He moves very different than a lot of the other ones. And what I'll say is, in the area of us, what it matters, because I don't want to be a babbler, is I've seen what he does with his pen, and it matters more. Are you following me? I'm not talking about the Lil Wayne or Kodak Black situation. I'm talking about the things that he is actually, like the fact that he is single-handedly freed more so-called Black and African Americans from death penalty or prison. And if I didn't go through these things in my personal life, like I started at the mayor level, then I went to the governor. I've met everyone. I've met Doug Ducey, but these were all organic, because I didn't take no for an answer as far as beating the system. And right now, so many things have been organically happening through manifesting it. Now, the hows and the whys, I can't put all of that together, but to know that I've done some of the things that I've been able to do. And if you go check my YouTube page, that's why I say none of this fake news, none of this, I respect
Brother,
everyone now.
I have to get to the other callers.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're gonna have
all
to,
right,
yeah.
all right, brother. Appreciate that. I just thank you for letting me get all of that out.
No, definitely. I definitely appreciate that. Any contact info you want to leave the people with if they want to get in touch with you?
I mean, there's just what it is on here. My email does connect to the YouTube, and then everything else is from there. The easiest way is if you Google my actual case, which is going to the Supreme Court. Actually was sent off to the Supreme Court this week, and that is JD 36739, which is the actual case number. And that will have, if you just put that in Google, it will have everything: my email, Twitter, all of the actual real things that are happening. And I just wanted to be able to help other Aboriginal people that are having battles in law or can't get solutions, find solutions of how to actually manifest what they want and get it done. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. I got to give a shout to that brother that just called. Got to give a shout to NY Giant. Listen, family, I don't get big donations often. Somebody just reminded me actually in the chat. I didn't even see you, NY Giant. So this was about to completely go over my head, but I appreciate NY Giant for the $500 donations. I've seen Kevin Samuels get this and rest in peace to Kevin Samuels when he was alive. That his people used to look out for, like, his people look out for him crazy. They called him the Godfather. They looked out for Kevin Samuels crazy. But I'm not used to this level of donation. So, and I didn't see it. I don't want you to think I disrespected you, brother. I didn't see a donation, but somebody in the chat said, Rich, don't let that donation go over your head. So I had to scroll and find it. I'm sorry, brother. But NY Giant, the point of saying that is saying I appreciate your donation. Yeah, it's very much appreciated. Very, very much appreciated. And I'll leave that on the screen for a while because I definitely want you to know that it's definitely appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to another sister, Divine Co-Creator. Divine Co-Creator, what's
Hey
happening?
everybody. Hey Rich, thank you so much for having me on. I watch your show a lot. I think it's great that you have a spiritual platform for people of color, especially our generation. You know, we really need that. So basically what I'm here to say is that I am really like part of my soul mission is to make sure that people stay within their divine energy because there's a lot of things going on, especially now since 2019 and you know all of that jazz that's got us so focused on 3D security and materialistic things. And sometimes when you focus too much on the 3D realm, you can get caught up in things that end up leading you to a false sense of security. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes even when you have that good job and you're around those friends that you think support you or whatever, it can be a false sense of security. It's not always what it seems to be on the surface. And so that's why it's so important to be tapped into who you are at a deeper level. You know, so I do energy readings, I do astrology readings for people. I'm also a medium, so I do you know, readings for people who want to contact people over on the other side as well. But my main reason why I wanted to be on tonight is just to remind everybody to, you know, stay tapped into your authentic self, to stay focused on who you really are, and also your gut feeling about things and about people. Don't let what you see in this 3D world get you distracted. Don't let other people's, you know, opinions get you distracted. Especially if you have a large friend group, you can get very caught up in wondering what this person thinks about what you're doing, what that person thinks. And all that really matters is, are you following your soul mission? You know, so there's a lot of people out here like me who want to make sure that you stay tapped into your divinity and who you really are, because that's really the only reason why you're on this earth. And if you're tapped into that, you're going to feel inner peace. And that will lead you to everything in the three-dimensional realm that you want to have anyway. So that's just what I wanted to say. You know, if you want to go ahead to my Instagram, anybody wants to follow me on IG and on Twitter, my name is Divine Co-Creator. I do readings for everybody, but you know, my main focus and mission is just to make sure that you're here doing what the creator put you here to do and what you came here to do. So yeah.
You say you do readings, Queen, and that's beautiful. I'm
I
glad the
do, I
goddesses
do.
are out there doing reading. Is there anything immediately you want to tell me or the people from something you may gather from the ethers, from the ancestors, or from whoever you tap into with? Yeah, I can't hear you. You're muted, Queen. You muted, Queen.
All right, yeah, no, you were breaking
Yeah,
up a little bit on
yeah.
the
Okay.
mic, so I guess something happened with the reception. Go ahead.
Oh, you didn't hear me?
No, I didn't. It was like it was
Oh
breaking up. It was
man,
like
yeah.
yeah,
No. I
yeah.
said with what you do,
Oh, you know
what
what? Every
particular?
time you lean in towards the mic, it breaks up. I think maybe
Can you hear me?
it's breaking up. Move a little bit back. Yeah,
Yeah,
that might help a
I
little bit.
don't know. I don't know if you can hear me. Maybe
Yeah, that's perfect. I can hear you now.
you
I
can
can
hear
hear you.
me.
Yeah.
You can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Now you're perfectly clear.
All right. Is before you get out of here, is there
Yeah, no.
anything? Yes, on yeah. Is there anything you could tell us or tell me about? As far as you reading the Akashic records or things
Oh
you
yeah,
may
so I do
feel or
do
hear or anything like that.
sure, definitely. So I do Akashic record readings. I do past life readings as well. With my past life readings, one of the things that I specialize on is how you can basically correct things or learn from your past life so you can more deeply understand you. Because one of the things that we're running into, especially in the Black melanated community, is that we have gotten so tapped out of our divinity and our gifts. And one thing that I want you all to know is that we're all gifted. We're all divine. You know, some of us might be a little bit more tapped in than others. That's only through practice or maybe through our incarnation. We were just, you know, brought here with certain abilities, like how some people are better at playing basketball than others. You know what I mean? It's just an ability, but it can be grown, it can be perfected. So one of the things I would really, really impress upon people right now in order to stay grounded spiritually is ancestor, honoring your ancestors. Okay, it's important that you connect with them. A lot of us, especially the younger generation, millennials, you know, we have a disconnect with the family. Maybe some of us grew up without a father, without a mother, or not too close to our parents, or whoever, whatever the case may be. We might feel very unsupported. If you go and build an altar and put some offerings out, I guarantee you, your ancestors are going to pull up on you and they're going to support you because they love you if they're on the other side. Most of them, they love you. You know what I mean? Now, there might be some people learning lessons or whatever the case might be. But you, even if you don't know them, they could have been from slavery days. But honey, you have ancestors out there that love you and that are ready to pull up and support you. So if you don't feel supported in this life, you know, or in this realm, in this 3D realm, you have people behind you supporting you that you don't even know about. Another thing I would like to say to people is that every one of us, you know, we come with a divine energy, a divine archetype. So I would really encourage you to, you know, research mythology, research, you know, those characters in those superhero movies that you connect with. They represent a divine archetype that's probably somewhere within your DNA that is a part of you. You know what I mean? If you connect to a certain deity and mythology, whether it's Isis, whether it's Horus, it might be because that's something within yourself that you identify with. And when you understand the mythology, the story behind that divine character, you'll be able to more deeply understand yourself and tap into your own divinity. So I would really encourage everybody, you know, to search out, you know, mythology, to research. I'm sure, you know, especially on your channel, a lot of people are already tapped in, Rich. So, you know, go and search more about those deities that you identify with. And if you don't identify with yourself or identify with a certain, you know, deity or divine character, go and look at, you know, different types of mythology. Go look at different movies and, you know, look at the types of people that you identify with and emotionally connect with. You know, do you identify with the mothers in different movies? You might identify with Hera or Yemaya. Okay, that's the mother energy. Okay, you might identify with Urzuli Frida from, you know, the voodoo line of deities and mythology. So I would just really encourage people to tap into that, because as you get to understand those deities, it'll help you to be able to understand you, your energy signature, and what you need to do to feel fulfilled in this life, because it's so important that people don't just go chasing after money and external, you know, even though that's great. I mean, money in abundance, we need that, you know. But
Leave your information, sister. I gotta get to the next call. Leave your
okay,
information so the
definitely.
people can
So
reach
you
out
can
to you.
always follow me on Instagram, on Divine Co-Creator. All right, that's my IG. I'm also on Twitter, the same name, Divine Co-Creator. All right, if you need a reading, DM me, or you can go to my website at rightsandrituals@bigcartel.com. Thanks so much, Rich, for having me on. I hope you have a lovely evening.
Thank you for coming on, sis. I very much appreciate it. You take care of yourself.
It's a pleasure. You too.
All right. All right, family. We're about to get to the next. We're gonna take about a couple of more. Once again, family, if you want to be on, damn, I hope that's just a left. Did she leave her contact information for the readings? Oh man, I hope she did. I hope she did. If you want to be on and say a few things to the people, family, you can email me at richardmerritt@yahoo.com. I'm gonna be on here for about 20 more minutes, and then I'm getting out of here. Somebody said, "Oh, you having fun now, Rich?" Where did that? Hey, I'm giving the people opportunity to talk for a little while. I made a few announcements earlier. Yeah, I made a few announcements earlier, but I'm giving the people a time to talk. People keep saying once a month this would be good. Y'all will want this once a month. I'll let the people talk. I talk to the people. How would this be once a month? Uh, yeah. Let's get to the next person. Uh, the Honorable VO. I think.
Peace, brother Rich, brother Rich.
All right, peace, brother. What's going on?
Oh man, just grateful, man. I love your show, love what you're doing. You've been killing it this year with the guests, man. It's been
Thank you.
nothing but
Thank
bombs,
you.
man. And how you be keeping your composure with some of these people is amazing. I
Wait,
just wanted to ask, and you
yeah.
be asking the best questions, but I want to ask you a couple of questions about what you think about Terrence Howard and how he invented the new hydrogen technology from Uganda. Have you heard about that?
No, I haven't. I just found out a couple of years ago he was heavily into quantum physics, and but I didn't know anything about this invention. When did you hear about this?
Today,
Today.
yeah, yeah, I
Mm.
heard about it today. He was talking about he has this technology made out of hydrogen to where they utilize something called the linchpin to where he said it's going to help with drones, helicopters, clean up plastic out of the oceans. I mean, but next time you get somebody on, somebody who ask them about that, see what they think
Oh,
about that.
definitely. Thanks for letting me know, brother. I'm gonna look that up
Yeah,
as soon as the show's done. Thank you.
sure.
Any
And
other questions?
original sacred order of inner circle empire. He say he's
You breaking up. What did you say originally? I didn't hear the first part. What
oh,
you said?
have you heard of Atum Ray? That's somebody you should have on the show.
Okay.
Uh,
I might have. I'm not sure. What he's talking
you can
about?
check him out. He's with Oso Ice, the original sacred order, inner circle
Uh-huh.
empire.
Uh-huh.
He got a bunch of things, but he says he's Malachi York's oldest bastard son that people
Mm.
don't know about. So I mean, he be dropping a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, and I think that for you to have the hood healer on, she's dope as far as the reading she be doing as well. I think that would be a
So
dope.
who's the hood healer? She's a reader. What she do? Readings? What
Yeah,
does she do?
she's from LA.
Mm.
She's a Virgo as well. I'm a Virgo. I'm a producer as well. So that's where I connect with what you
Dope.
do.
Dope.
I love what you do with Cambada, and y'all be dropping it. But she's a hood healer. I mean, she's just an overall healer. She be dropping stuff on her Instagram as far as predictions of what's gonna happen, and she's just overall real thorough. And a lot of people be taking her stuff and remixing it as their own. But she be putting a lot of stuff out there early.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna I keep hearing about her. I'm definitely gonna look her up tonight, the hood healer. Definitely, definitely. Anything else before you get out of here, brother?
Oh no, just peace and love. I love even your guests, man. You real patient. You got the best guests as far as
Who's your
everybody.
favorite? Who's your do you have a favorite? Anybody you resonate with the most?
Uh,
Anybody?
Doc B series is he
Yeah.
he dropped some bombs, man. Cause
You did, right?
yeah, I love Rod Hayes. I live in Colorado, so I was going to
Ah.
check out the Emerald Lake that he's talking about. Where he say extraterrestrial activities be taking place. So
Did you check it out?
not just yet. I was gonna plan to go this weekend.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I would love to know how the trip went, man.
yeah,
Yeah, I would love to know how the trip went. But how is it out there in Colorado? How is it out
man,
there?
it's lovely, man. I think and there's a scene of conscious people. It's not that many black people, but there's a scene of consciousness that's bubbling out here. Even on the psychedelic side, we have a lot of people that's tapped into certain things, and the air it don't get no better than here. But there's a lot of energy that's here. Even when they
Yeah.
talk about Nikola Tesla, of some of the experiences he did in Colorado Springs, because the energy,
Mm,
the altitude and how things are out here. So there's a lot of good energy out here.
indeed. Well, I definitely appreciate you for calling up, my brother.
For sure. Thank you for having
All
me.
right.
Keep doing your
Okay,
thing.
brother. Yes, sir. Peace. All right, all right. Wow, this been a good show so far. What y'all think? This been definitely been a good show so far. Letting the people speak. You know what I'm saying? Letting the people speak. Shout out to the brother from Colorado. I could imagine the air. I could imagine the air out in Colorado, man. Like the air is probably, you get high from the air, from like say if you go in the mountains, you could get high from the like oxygen is like amazing. It's an amazing thing. If that's what if you even want to call it, but just to inhale some good air it's an amazing thing. So I could imagine how it is in Colorado, man. I could definitely could imagine. Uh, let's get to. Oh, you could get sick too. You could definitely get sick. Yeah, you get headaches. You could get all yeah. You could get all of that. I left the email earlier for those who want to be on. You know what? Because I'm about to wrap it up anyway. So let me just get to the last few people. Kale, what's up? You hear me, my brother? Kale, I can't hear you, my brother. I can't hear you. Kale, I can't hear you. All right, I'm be quiet. Kale, like 15 years old. Kale, I can't hear you. Sound with your audio, Kale. Listen, get that together, Kale. You may have something else hooked up.
Hear me now?
I hear you now, Kale.
All
What's
right.
up?
Okay. I guess you
Kale,
didn't
man.
recognize me.
Kale, how old are you, man?
Uh,
Look at you looking at
that's
the back, nigga.
okay.
Huh?
Nah, that because I had to make sure my door was closed because sometimes people be knocking on my door because I'm in tune and stuff. But I'm 17, but really
17.
I'm really 8 years old. So because the thing is the Gregorian calendar is 8 years backwards. So
Right.
you gotta remember that like we on the old calendar, so shit already. Oh, well, I don't want to cuss. Stuff is already set backwards, so you know how the Mayan calendar, the other calendars already ahead and stuff like that. But this is like this calendar was made to already fail, like this, like the whole system.
Kale, what do you want to share with the people, my brother? What you want to share with the people?
Uh, well, I share with them like me. I can still consider myself a star seed because
Indeed.
I always noticed that doing research and just being into it myself, you should always just like feel your inner child because your inner child knows everything literally. Your inner child is the one that knows your destiny and your dream and pretty much your soul contract mission. And I've been doing my best to figure out what that is in my passion. And I noticed to even figure out your passion, you gotta align and open your chakras. And us as black people we've been hurt and damaged for a long time, so our chakras are not as open as they should be to certain information. That's why certain people can't work out to the fullest or can't even get the confidence to work out. Is because their solar plexus is hurt. It's their root chakra because your actual sacral chakra is behind your solar plexus. So that's what makes your sacral chakra so strong, your sexual energy too. Because if your sexual energy is off, you won't be able to perceive what's actually it or whatever I or the soul or what it is around you, including like anything, like including somebody being around you, and it can mess up your aura field.
Who
But
taught you this information? Who taught you this?
myself, like I hear
You
myself. I,
and
I
you
like, oh,
know what you learned it on the internet, or you just saying just through internal dialogue, like the voices
yeah,
in your
internal download. Like,
okay.
cause I noticed like when I was a child, I don't remember me being a child at all, like
You
at
say
all.
you don't remember being a child?
Mm-mm. It's to the point where I feel like somebody was saying, I don't know, he was even one of them female that you brought up, them goddesses, Isis Wisdom or something like that.
Yeah.
She ended up saying like there's sometimes, or I think it was Uriah Hayes or Rashad Jamal. They said sometimes somebody has a walk in. So
Right.
when I was a kid, I did research now. Like I researched my shot records and see how many shots I had because I was noticing like these. I don't want to say the word because they
Yeah.
yeah. So
Appreciate it.
I noticed
You
it, but
smart. You smart. You 17 and you already know. See, he's smarter than the old niggas. Go ahead, brother.
that
Go
is
ahead, talk.
because
Yeah.
my connection different. I'm a tourist. Like I feel everything, even Mother Kai. Like so, right now it might be a little pain in my foot, but it's not a pain. It's just a feeling telling me if something I need to say or don't need to say. But okay, besides that, I looked at my shot records, right, and I noticed I had 42 shots when I was a kid, and I was like, what is they shooting me up with? So I was just like, when I was a kid, because my parents, I remember this, they'd tell me, hey, don't do that, because I remember a few things. But it would be the moments I get my ass whooped or butt whooped. And they'd be like, hey, don't go do that. Don't touch that. I go ahead and go over and touch it. And I'd be like, why as a kid or as a child you get beat and hurt so much? And I noticed that it's because it's you have a soul mission that's important, that's way important, that's beyond important. And even as a baby, you could remember your past lives and everything. Actually, when you are first born out of your mama's stomach out of 9 months, because there's 9 cycles in the phase of the moon and 9 cycles in a mother's womb. So now, when you do the research on that, that's how you know the moon was made to manipulate the energy. But our goddesses and us, we knew how to in tune with that. But pretty much, when you are born out of the womb in 9 months, you actually are in the astral realms above pretty much this realm, moving like toy blocks around, putting spots and stuff you need to put down. So when you come down here, you basically in the realm with Big Mama, and she telling you, hey, this is what you need to do. This is what you're gonna need to do when you come down there, and this is how it's gonna be. And it might be hard on this part, but when you get past that part, then you're gonna be on the other shore. But just remember, all the bridges that you cross, don't be the bridges that you burn, because they're gonna teach you, and you're gonna remember it and why you had to do that. And the reason why I say that is because I figured out who I am, and it's kind of it's a lot, but it's to
I'm,
the
I'm, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes, young king. Listen, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes.
yeah.
I'm
I know
gonna expand on you.
I don't want to ramble because I remember you were saying people.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't want you to ramble, but I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. Talk to the people, tell the people who you are, how you found out who you are, so they can find out who they are. You don't even remember being a child, so there's something special about you. Talk to us, young king. Talk to us.
Pretty much, yeah. I figured out I was in my past life I was a king. I won't say the name because it's very very controversial right now to even speak about it. But I'll tell you this. Um, it took this meditating and being patient, because they say patience is always key, but you have to have the key to patience, because we have keys everywhere, even in our avatar, including our body, because they say our body is held over 150 trillion cells, which I'm pretty sure that's not the most accurate number now, but that's pretty close to a lot. And every cell is alive, so every cell has something within it. If one of them are messed up, your body will give you a reaction. But I don't want to ramble, but the biggest thing I want to tell y'all tonight is this be yourself, like the planet is new energy, like this field is new energy and freestyle with it, because we all from different lineages and branches from planet Kai and Mother Kai and the tree of life really. But even in the Bible, in the book of Revelation, how they talk about the 144,000, it could be translated to millions of things, even the 144 divine tribes. So pretty much, divine tribes is your soul tribe, who you connect with. Even the zodiac signs, where 12 tribes, where pretty much the constellation of the zodiac, where the galaxies come from, which the galaxies are really here, which they reflect above, because that's how the planet is. As above, so below, as within, so without. Even though people really don't understand what that means, like to a point where if you could go inside your avatar by just breathing and closing your eyes, because I know some people be traveling inside tunnels and stuff in they mind and soul, but that's your train of thought. So whatever your intention is in session is in your mind, what you're saying, you could visualize it and it'll actually be there. And that's how powerful your mind is, to the point where it's different capacities of your brain. When you unlock different capacities of your brain by doing different things in your avatar, eating good, eating the right diet and stuff like that. I like how that lady or the goddess was talking about the diet and stuff, because that's really important. Some people did eat meat, some people didn't eat meat. That's cool, but it's more a part of building your avatar, because your avatar is actually Allah, the God. So you got arm, leg, leg, arm, or arm, head, which stands for Allah, the God of Islam in the Bible, which they really was talking about us, or the avatar of you, because this is just a vehicle. Your mind or your soul controls this avatar and vehicle, to the point where you actually have way more bodies than this. You just operate in this body by basically having dreams and different visions from different universes and times. But right now, you might be doing something right now, but resting. But in this universe, you would have to get something complete, which is still kind of controversial about the universes and multiverses. Because we just now get into it. But the more you have more dreams and stuff, and just remember them and remember you're black. Because every dream is literally symbolic. It's symbolic. You might have grabbed the apple off a tree. That could be a symbol of you actually changing as a transformation from actually going from a different chakra to a higher chakra. And also, I don't want to ramble too much, but I say one more thing. If you have a, if you notice you have a gold aura, because I've seen somebody in the chat, if you have a gold aura or glow, pretty much, or yellow, that means you operate on the solar chakra. But that means also you have the golden egg. Now, the golden egg is something that's pretty much is spiritual. It's damn near like unlocking the philosopher's stone. The philosopher's stone is actually within you. It's in your brain, your your hippocampus or your pineal gland. It's either right next to you inside your brain. But I asked this. How old are you? I never. What's your name though? My bad, but Rich. I never got your name because I always um seeing that for some reason I had a connection to you. This not just besides your channel, being a producer too, because that's my pretty much mission to do. Not all of it, but some of it. But,
Oh, you make music?
yeah, I do. But I'm gonna be making music that'll be on a different conscious level, like about music, because you got to remember music is sound frequencies, just like how light is vibration. Sound is a vibration. You hear it. You could actually hear sound and see sound. You can see sound. Some beings can see sound before they hear it. That's how they already know you're there. It's because it's like a cat. It's your mind, your different capacity in your brain. But how old are you though?
I'm infinite.
Oh, okay. You go ahead with that number now, but now I know. Just tell me how old you are, cause
I want to see where you coming from. I ain't gonna tell you, Cam. Go ahead. I want to see where you coming from, Cam.
with the age.
Yeah. I want to see what I want to see what you have to say next. Go ahead. Let me see.
Okay. Well, eventually, when you that's how people ascend. Like okay, like in the book in the Bible, they talk about Yeshua or Yeshua or Jesus. The story they say the story is real, but the nigga fake or he fake. Okay. Now, but the story is real. Eventually, some people eventually master their mind by doing meditation because he 40. Yeah, I get that a lot. I tell you something. Let me see, because I wrote it down, but it might be controversial. I lived over 1,000 past lives, but eventually, it's gonna get to the point where you're gonna unlock different capacities in your brain and to be more active and doing more things. Because our minds right now are opening up because we absorb it and breathe it. Hydrogen, pretty much life force. Because on different planets and different things, they breathe in air and get hot and just fly and do all other type of stuff. Because I remember me in my dreams doing stuff like that. In my dreams, I be transforming and stuff. But besides that, like Goku, because that's really us. But hey, that's another topic for another day. But once you hit 96 capacity in your brain, so I know y'all heard about like the elders and stuff, about like the ascended elders, what they call.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a you basically got to go through a test because okay, when you hit 96% brain capacity in your mind, basically you basically like how you ever played a game where you playing all the way third person and you just all the way up here, your character down here. You basically like that, but you actually experiencing you still down there. Just like how they never tell you this, but the 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 D and on and on and on. It's just like the third D. It's just like the third D once you get the hang of it. Because you might not have a physical avatar, but you still have your senses. Your senses are just in heightened on a different level. To the point where like even like people don't believe this, but it's certain cannabis that's infused with DMT, a whole bunch of stuff. And you don't it's kind of like you damn near just you breathe it in.
Nah, definitely.
And I swear, I remember it just so vividly. And you basically just, you could do anything you want, experience anything you want, even though you could do that now, but on a different level.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why I wanted to, I know you probably gonna say something, but the reason why I wanted to ask your age too is because age is a number. Even though numbers is code to the universe, in the higher realm is different. You read it just like it's life. Like you see graphs, that's 369, boom, like that. But I want to ask your age because age in your number is a part of your spirituality or your physical body and where you at up here.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to ask. I don't want to ask because
No. It's 40. 40. That's why I put that on the screen. The sister.
okay, impartation, impartation. All right, baby. Yeah. You basically hit. I don't know if you had a lot of things in your past life, but you most likely did. But you hit a basically a curve stone, a turning point in this life where basically you on a whole nother journey. Your life may have changed drastically before wherever it was, but that number is very powerful. The next one, no, hold on. It might be either healing too, because the reason why I say this is because I tell you, I grew up reading the Bible, right? So basically, most of us did. I wouldn't consider myself a Christian because that's religion, but I consider myself a Hebrew Israelite because I grew up under that term until basically Hebrew Israelite means to transfer over. So you not the same nationality transfer over. So you at least figured out what you at least a part of on some sense. So I transferred to Hebrew Israelite by I was reading the Bible and reading about this guy Yahweh, right? And to be honest, it was just when I was first starting to read the Bible and I had a lot of things in my life, like bad, like to the point where negative stuff would happen to me. Like I was on my lowest frequency, lowest vibrational frequency, I feel like. To the point where like I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I was busting nuts 6 times a day. Or just basically doing stuff that I thought I'd never be doing. That'd just be like, what is my life right now? And I never like I always heard about God, but I never asked like if God real, can he change my life drastically?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I kept hearing that, but one day I heard, so if you were to change your life drastically, what would you ask? Or what would you want? And it got to a point of me praying, then after praying, meditating. But people don't know praying and meditating is the same different thing. It's just on different levels of it because they put us in a state of low density where we think we have to pray outside of ourselves, right? So once you get to because I'll put it in a degree of scientific. So we just left the age of Pisces, right? The age of the Messiah. The age of the Messiah, they used that energy to put in their usher in their religion because the energy was that it was connected, it was aligned. They know it just like we know it because they studied us, they scribed from us, so drastically to the point where they know about at least 90%, but can't do shit about it. They can't do shit about it. They can watch from a distance though, but pretty much we in the age of Aquarius now. So information, you know who you are now. You know that God, you are God. You are pretty much a manifestation, or you are the child of God, or the son of God. If that makes sense.
No, indeed.
To the okay, I'm gonna break this down, but how I even went
Hey,
to the
listen. I don't want you to get too long winded because I gotta get out of here.
all right,
But
all
I
right. Can I be
definitely
my bad, my bad. Can
yeah,
I be
yeah, yeah.
because I know people still relate to the Bible
Mm-hmm.
and think otherwise about the Bible. So the Bible stands for basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So the Bible is it really have a lot of code in it. To this day, you can still decipher it and tell what's going on today. But when you read about these certain places like Bethlehem, other stuff like that, they actually mean certain meanings to it. When you look up the meaning to it, they mean it like mean the place of goat heads or goats. It means something like that to the point where everything is all in your mind. And I tell y'all this too, because most of y'all have problems with intention and manifestation. This is how you really manifest. If you want $1 million, this is how you gonna do it. because I'll be the example. I'll be the example eventually. But I don't want to sound egotistical and other stuff like that. But what you would do is people don't know you have a conscious mind, right? And a subconscious mind.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your subconscious mind, I'm gonna tell you this, it's the truth. Your subconscious mind only feels, it only cares how it feels. So it's just like this. What makes you happy? What makes your subconscious happy? It's just like making your subconscious happy. If your subconscious happy, is you're gonna be happy. But it don't make sense because you're conscious, which you're not you 90% subconscious, which is what you don't see. And what they say you don't see is pretty much the ethers or the realms around us. 90% of it what's around us, but 90% of subconscious is your dream state. So if you are in tune with your dreams and everything, God is gonna give you whatever you ask for because it's already right there.
Mm-hmm.
Even to the point where if if your subconscious doesn't feel good, you'll manifest something or manifest a bad dream. That's you. Oh, I had a bad dream. No, you didn't. You just not taking care of your inner child. Your inner child. If your inner child not good, you're not good. Most look at most of the adults out here. It's sad because I grew up in a house where I got whooped like constantly to the point where it'd be like I damn near want to kill myself. But it be like, why would I? What make me want to do that? Something else makes me want to do that to make me not want to do what I have to do.
Mm. Man,
But
listen, Kel, man. I definitely appreciate you for calling in tonight. The people love you, my brother. You got a TikTok or something or Instagram?
yeah, Mama Kai and the great mother been telling me to do that because it's about time. So I made a YouTube channel. It's called The Living. So Z and Living ATEN at Aten, if y'all know what that is. So how Egypt atom or Aten. So Z Living ATEN.
Your
But
your family was Nuwabians?
what? Wait, what you mean?
Nuwabians, was they part of the Nuwabian religion? The faith?
To be honest, I gotta check my lineage because I'm actually realizing now I didn't notice this, but I'm actually a part of the Incas, tribe of the Incas.
Okay, no. I thought maybe your family studied under Dr. York. I thought I seen you on Instagram. That's why I asked that.
You
There's a
might
young
have. Wait,
yeah,
wait, wait, say
no, I thought I seen you on Instagram. There's a young brother. His parents was followers of Dr. York, and he's like dropping mad science. A young brother. I was like, damn, are you him? I thought maybe you might have been him or whatever, but I don't think you that brother. Maybe you're not that brother. Maybe you somebody else.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah. Listen, brother. Listen. I appreciate you for calling in, my brother. I definitely appreciate, and I know the people gonna reach out to
Oh,
you.
can I get on my
To get,
Instagram too? Cause I
yeah,
gotta.
yeah. Please do, please
My
do.
bad. Hold on, my bad. I'm holding y'all up. You probably like, "Dang, you said you gonna be out 20 minutes ago."
I'll let you rock, brother. I gave you special privilege, brother. You got
Yeah,
the
I respect
pass.
that. I respect
You
that.
got the pass to rock tonight, brother. You got the pass of a lifetime.
All right, man. It's
Right.
and to be honest, bro, I love your channel, bro. I watch it. Like to be honest, I do my best to gather information because when you hear right information, information is transformation and
Yeah,
meditation at the same time. Because
yeah,
if you're
yeah.
hearing the right information, you're gonna be all the way at your solar plexus or higher chakras. But, it's
Mm-hmm.
master uh Kavel or Kavel. So
Mm-hmm.
how you spell? Let's just say my name,
Mm-hmm.
Kale. Just put Kavle. Um, but yeah, it was a blessing and an honor being on your channel. I ain't gonna lie.
Indeed, indeed.
But
You take care of yourself, my brother, and reach out to me from time to time on the email. Let me know how you doing.
oh yeah, baby. Because the thing is, I noticed too. I was in my I have a I tell y'all I tell y'all another time because it's taking up too much time. But I was a teacher in Egypt and stuff like that.
Okay.
So
All right, you
yeah,
take care, my brother.
yeah,
All right, peace.
respect. All
Peace.
right.
All right, the young brother. I let the young brother Kel rock for a minute. Y'all see, I was gonna Ben be out of here, but I let the young brother. It's not often we get a 17-year-old who got so much to say in terms of information and knowledge. So I let the brother rock for a minute. You know what I'm saying? That could be an example for the other everybody else young watching the channel, you know. But I've had none but great guests tonight. I've had like extremely great guests tonight. And that's the beautiful part. People's like, oh, don't open up the phone lines, brother Rich. These niggas is crazy. I've had beautiful guests tonight who shared some beautiful stories and just information. And that's what it's about. You know, I might do this once a month, family. You know what I'm saying? I shared some news with y'all in the beginning, and I'll continue to update y'all about what's going on. Let me see what y'all talking about. Yeah, they say he probably couldn't get to talk like this with others. Yeah, I'm sure it's hard. It's hard to talk like that with a lot of people. So I'm sure the young brother, young brother definitely had some stuff to get off his chest. And it's hard to talk like that with a lot of people. So I'm glad that I'm able to provide a platform for the geniuses that called in tonight. It was all geniuses tonight for them to express themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's beautiful right there. All right. So with that being said, family, what time is it right now? Damn, it's 11:37 on the East Coast. All right, damn. Yeah, so with that being said, family, I'm gonna get out of here. I don't know if I'm gonna do the show tomorrow, but I'll do it if not tomorrow. I'll do a show on Monday. But if not tomorrow, I'll do a show Monday. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. This is Brother Rich, BlackMagik363. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Thanks for NY Giant for the huge donation. Definitely appreciate it. And on that note, family, I'm getting out of here. See you next time, family. All right? Peace.